What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I've got two cases for you today, one in front of Judge Perkins and one in front of Judge Simmons. We have two different liars, both of them caught red handed, both of them get busted. Judges aren't happy. They really aren't. First one's Judge Perkins. Let's go. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Now let's go.
This is the city of Detroit
Yes, sir.
versus Low, case number SP 1659461. Mr. Lowe, good morning to you. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Tamina Love.
All right, Mr. Lowe, today's date and time again set for a review. You still haven't paid.
Okay, so the thing must not have went through.
I told you to come down here today, didn't I?
No,
Now, I did tell you to come down here today.
no. Well, yesterday, we haven't had it not to come
Came
down
in
like in
without the
person
shirt.
today.
Came in without the shirt on, didn't you?
Yeah, that was the thing yesterday.
I told you to come in today. All right, now I'm gonna put you out. You get down here. You're defying what the court order I told you to do, and you still have to pay.
I didn't hear the come down in person today. I'm not even.
You did hear. Don't. Let's not go there, Mr. Lowe.
No. I didn't. I actually didn't hear you say that. I just heard you to return
All right, well, come
back
on.
in the morning.
You hear me now?
I'm not able to get there in person because I'm like out of town on a job.
I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lowe. Mr. Lowe, I don't believe two things. I don't believe you didn't know that I told you to come. You acknowledge that. We can bring back the tape, and I can show you your acknowledgement on that. I recall that distinctly. I told you to come in this morning. You said you want me to come in the morning. Yes, I'll be down in the morning. And the second thing, I don't believe that you are out of town. I don't believe it. You come on. You lied to me already about not having a shirt on when you came into court yesterday. I think you're lying to me now when you say that you didn't know I told you to come in person tomorrow morning, and I think you're lying to me about being out of town.
Your Honor, I honestly didn't hear you say come in person. The in person part I didn't hear.
We're not gonna keep going back over that because I don't believe you.
Okay, I can show you. I'm in my hotel room right now. I can show you that I'm out of town.
I do not care where you are.
What? Yeah, I'm currently in Toronto because I'm out of town on a tour. Because I'm like in the middle of. I'm out on a job right now.
Well, when did you go to Toronto?
I flew into Toronto after we got off of court. After we got off the Zoom this morning, yesterday morning. Because my flight was yesterday after court.
Yeah, and you didn't say that. You said you were coming in tomorrow morning. Miss Williams Law, do you have the transcript? Can we look that transcript back up for tomorrow morning? I mean, yesterday with Mr. Lowe.
We don't need to wait for the transcript to come back. I've got it. This is his hearing from yesterday, or technically 2 days ago, because this clip happened yesterday. Anyways, I've got it. I played it this way intentionally just so you could see what was going on. Now we have the flashback to the day before. Let's see who's lying. Well, the guy's absolutely lying. Here, just watch. I'm rambling.
This is the city of Detroit versus Torino Lowe. Case number SP 1659461. Here, let me state your name for the record, please.
Tanino Love.
All right, Mr. Lowe, turn your camera on.
Oh, snap, it's not on. Wait, it says it's on. Wait, why is it not?
I can't see you.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Here you go.
I got a thing on my computer. I forgot.
Do you have some clothes on, sir?
Yes.
You have a shirt on?
Yes. I'm not. I'm just close in the camera.
I don't believe you.
I don't like. Yeah. I'm like.
Let me see if you're telling me the truth or not.
I'm like right here.
Do you have a shirt on? I asked you.
It's a short. It's not a. I'll put a different shirt on.
You're lying to me, sir.
I'll put a different shirt on.
Why? Mr. Lowe, you coming in person tomorrow?
First of tomorrow?
Yes. Lying.
Oh man, I had like a little thing. I had like a gym shirt on. That was like crop.
To hear your explanation. I don't want to keep hearing you continue to lie to me. Back on the record with Mr. Lowe. Come here tomorrow at 8:25.
8:25 clear.
You still haven't paid your obligation either.
It should be taken care of now. I handled
Not
it.
taken care of.
I definitely handled that. To make sure I was clear before I came in today.
Should have made sure you were dressed before you came in today. It's not taken care of. You still owe $240. Come in tomorrow morning at 8:25.
Clear.
Besides, best of luck to you.
Thank you. See you in the morning.
All right. So that was that was the transcript. That was the receipt. Here's the thing. When Judge Perkins said you're going to be here in person tomorrow, the defendant said the first of tomorrow, which that doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I actually understand the confusion. He may not have known he needed to come there in person, but he absolutely did lie about the shirt. That's a given. He didn't have a shirt on. Everyone just saw that. Also, he is in a different room. I'm not saying that he's in Toronto. I don't know, but if you noticed in the clip from the day before, he was in a room with no crown molding, and there was a light above him. Doesn't look the same as the room he's in today with the crown molding, and he has what looks like a hotel style smoke detector in the middle of the ceiling. So he might be in Toronto, but okay. Let's finish this video now that we saw what happened.
Yes, Judge.
He also told me that he paid his fines and costs and he took care of that, and that hasn't been paid. You're just a liar.
Oh, I sat down with my grandmother. I thought we took care of this. It must not have went through.
You're just a liar, sir. No, I don't need you to be any comment, any editorial, Mr. Law. Yeah, you just continue to lie to me. Let's pass the matter.
Judge, would you like for me to try to, we can go off?
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. He's gonna wait.
Okay.
We'll get it, and then we'll see exactly what he said yesterday. All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lowe. Did you get that transcript, Ms. Harris? Were you able to do that?
You're talking to me, Your Honor?
I'm sorry, Ms. Williams. Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, Your Honor, we'd have to go off the record for me to do that, but I can. We just haven't gotten a chance to go off the record for that amount of time.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lowe. I'm so sick and tired of these people coming in here lying to me. I'm sick and tired of it. he's on tour or he's on something for in Toronto, but he can't pay $240. He's got to get his grandmother to pay it. When are you coming back?
To Detroit, I'll be back in Michigan. I'll be back in Detroit August 11th or 12th. It was one of those 2 days.
Come back August, you're coming in person August 11th, August 12th. See if your grandmother will pay your fines for you. $240, come in person. You have the money. If it's not paid, have the money in hand on August the 12th. Come on down to the courthouse. Now you understand that?
I'm clear.
All right, you were clear yesterday. But you think this is some kind, you think this is some kind of game I'm playing with you. I'm not.
No. My understanding yesterday, I thought you
I don't
told me
need to
to
hear
come
your
back to the
understanding.
Zoom.
I don't need to hear your understanding because my understanding is the only understanding that matters. All right? Have a good day, have a safe trip, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was the first case with Judge Perkins. What do you guys think? You think he was just blatantly lying to him? Besides the shirt, clearly. But what about what else? Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me that it's possible he didn't know he was supposed to be in there in person. Let me know. I still think he probably, yeah. Anyways, let me know. Next case, we're moving on to Judge Simmons. We have another liar. This one's a little bit longer, and this one's good. Not only he's called out lying instantly, and Judge Simmons calls the law office that he's lying about. This is kind of funny. It happens right in front of us. Let's go.
Lance Richmond here.
Yes.
On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Lance Edward Richmond, 25-02015. Appearance, please.
Haley Fortuna Gill, on behalf of the people. Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly, on behalf of the defendant Lance Richmond, who is standing to my right.
Okay, there's a controlled substance possession and a fleeing eluding police officer scheduled for an exam today. When I saw you last week, I told you you had a warrant that you need to turn yourself in on. You told me that you were waiting on Mr. White.
Yes, ma'am. I have Mr. White retained. I've tried to get hold of his office like 12 times.
About how many times?
I have him in the call logs. I'd say it's between 9 and 12, I believe.
I'll never hurt you.
Yeah, between 9 and 12 times. I even called this morning, attempted to contact him. He was I believe out of the country last week when we ran the probable cause hearing. I've sent text messages, I've called, I've emailed. I've had a very hard time. I've had no luck reaching this far. I don't want to put the issue on Mr. White, it's his fault, but I have absolutely diligently tried to get in touch with him. He is retained.
All right, right there. That's total BS. I've been trying to get in touch with him. He's retained. I'm not saying it's on him. I've just been trying. No, if he's retained and you have called his office 9 to 12 times, it's absolutely on him. The fact that he's backtracking already, lie.
Hi, Emily. This is Judge Simmons from 54A District Court. How are you? Doing well. I have someone in my court today, Lance Richmond. He tells me that he's represented by Jamie White, that he's been retained. He told me this last week, and then he's made about 9, 12 calls to speak with Jamie White, but no one is being responsive. Can you confirm if he's retained? That's the case, because the recently one I'm talking about is too, because I'm about to arraign him on it, but he was supposed to turn himself in a week ago. He told me he was waiting for his retained attorney to escort him in. So is he retained for anything at your office at this point? Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your help. Thanks. You have a seat over there. You're not, you have a seat in the jury box. You're being remanded on the warrant. You're not retained on him by Jamie White on this, and you know that. You can have a seat over there. You have a seat. Are we writing an exam on the one he's scheduled for today?
Your Honor, I believe that, you have issues with your officer, right? On this case, I do not. You're ready to proceed? I sent them home because I thought we were adjourning. Oh, no, I thought you sent the ones home for Wormless, not Richmond. Okay. Because you said that you said Fox was on vacation. That is correct. That Fox is on vacation. Let me confirm what happened with the other officers, if they were present or not. Just 1 second. My apologies for that. Could you try again? That was weird. My apologies for the confusion. I have Officer Asintoski, so I would be prepared to run the exam. Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Richmond, as he's already stated, is trying to retain an attorney. Just to set the record straight, it's my understanding that the file that he's being remanded on, that's where he retained Mr. White originally. And therefore, when the case was dismissed, and now it's being reissued, that's an issue, you know.
I talked to him on the record last week. He told me that he was represented by Jamie White on this file. Then he just told me today that he's represented by Jamie White on this file, that he called him 9 or 12 times. He told me last week, I said, you need to turn yourself in. He said, yeah, Jamie's gonna take care of that. He's gonna escort me in on that. I just talked to his office. They said he's not represented on this. He's represented on a landlord-tenant matter.
Okay.
And he's not been retained on this matter. So that means in multiple occasions, he has lied to the court about whether or not he was represented and whether or not Jamie was gonna even escort him in here, even though he told me he was.
Your Honor, I was there both times. I have no recollection of him claiming that he had, in this case.
No, not your case.
Yeah, not my case.
Talking about the other case.
Okay, all right.
I'm not remanding him on your case.
Okay.
And he's only being remanded so he can be arraigned.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Yes. I just want to make sure I clarify it. He's never said that he retained White on my.
No, I'm good. He never said he retained. He said he retained Jamie White on 25-02158.
Yes.
But your matter, we're ready to run an exam.
It's my understanding that he wants to waive his timeline so that he can retain an attorney on my part.
I apologize for the confusion, Your Honor. Got a little messy there for a second. I do have an officer here on this case. Officer Fox is on vacation. However, I have another officer, and I believe that I can run the preliminary exam with that officer.
I believe, well, but it's Fox that pulled the stop, so you're gonna be able to start, but you'll have to continue.
Correct.
Yeah, but I think that's where we at. As long as Mr. Richmond wants to retain a private attorney on this file, then it's my understanding he wants to waive the timeline so that he can do that.
Mr. Richmond's raising his hand.
Your Honor, can I please speak for a moment?
You can.
Yes.
As long as you gotta tell the truth and the whole truth under the penalty of perjury.
I am.
Thank you.
I am, absolutely 100%. Your Honor, I have retained Mr. White on the previous matter, not this matter here that I'm gonna quote on.
What previous matter?
I have an issue that was against me from February. It was dismissed.
So then that representation ended.
No,
It was dismissed.
no, it was dismissed with prejudice. Jamie was
With prejudice or without?
without prejudice.
Without prejudice. So it was dismissed.
Yeah,
And so his office said you're not retained
Your Honor,
on this matter. So you're saying they're lying?
I am.
So you want people that are lying on you to represent you?
Your Honor, I don't know what to do right now. I paid him $11,000 to represent me on the matter. It was dismissed. Mr. White, we never even went to court. It was dismissed. The labs, they didn't have labs.
You're talking about on this new file that's been reissued?
No, I'm not speaking.
Yes.
Yes, on the new file. No, and I wouldn't come in here and lie to you. I know what the outcome of that would be. You're going to jail. I absolutely know that. My intentions was to speak with Mr. White, retain him, and since they were both in your court, I figured Mr. White would represent me on both matters at the same time. But I have not even been able to get you to call me back.
But you just said your intention was to speak to him to retain him, is what you just said.
No,
but now you're telling me you're already retained.
On the new matter. You
Because
retained previously on the other one.
yeah, but this is
And
how
this
this is
retains
how retention works. When you hire an attorney and you pay a retainer fee, they file an appearance saying, "I am representing him on this matter." I called because if you have an attorney, then he needs to be present to represent you to be arraigned. I can't represent you, nor can I appoint someone else to represent you at this arraignment. And you told me on multiple occasions that I'm represented by Jamie White. I called myself just now.
Can I call him?
Oh, you think they're going to tell you something than
No,
what I just told? I said, this is Judge Simmons from 54A District Court, and that you were in my courtroom. Don't talk over me. I said this while you were standing right there. No, you cannot call.
I think they may be confused.
All right. This guy's talking in circles. He's one of those, I don't know, because I obviously don't know this man. I feel like he's one of the type of people that lies so often that he doesn't know when he's lying and telling the truth. So he's just talking, and he might be embellishing a story. And in his head, he's like, "Oh, I'm not lying. I just, maybe added a fact." But in fact, it's a lie because what he's saying isn't true. And now he's talking in circles to try to talk himself out of it. That's what I see here. He knows he's not retained. He has not retained the attorney. His case was dismissed. He knew that the attorney had a conversation with him. We're over. The case is dismissed. Have a great life. Hopefully I never see you again. That's generally how that works. Apparently not for this guy.
And have the matters mixed up. He is absolutely.
No, they don't have any matters mixed up. She was clear. She was very clear. We only represent him on a landlord-tenant matter.
I've never had a landlord-tenant matter.
That's what she just said.
I've never had one. I've never had a landlord-tenant matter. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. I would not come in here and lie to you. I would not do that. And I don't mean to be excited. I apologize about that. I'm bamboozled right now. I have no idea what's going on. I would not come into here and lie to you and say, "Oh, hey, I retained Mr. I wouldn't do that. What would that benefit me, ma'am? Your Honor?"
Your Honor, I don't believe he's lying. Yes, he does. I don't believe there's an issue with Jamie White, and as you stated, retaining attorney after the case is dismissed. They're not automatically retained. It doesn't mean it's like an automatic thing. Yeah, but he's trying to deal with that with Mr. White because again, he invested a lot of money into that case when it was dismissed before the hearing. So we understand.
I recognize that. I don't know if the retention fee was used or returned. I don't know what happened there. If you had a case and you paid $11,000 retention and it didn't go, and he didn't bill that, he's gotta return the money. So,
I would love to just have that at this moment. I don't know how to handle it. I mean, I don't know what to do, but Your Honor, I'm not lying to you right now. I put that on the record, I'm not lying to you.
you do not have a pending landlord-tenant matter?
I've never had one ever in my life. I've lived at my apartment my condo for 6 years. I can call my landlord right now. I live with her.
All right, the plot thickens a little bit. Now I'm starting to believe him. I mean, a landlord-tenant case, you kind of know that you're going through that. And okay, maybe the clerk that Judge Simmons just spoke to on the phone gave misinformation. Now I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. Something's going on.
Right now, this is my fiance. We lived there for 6
Well, it's in
years.
Haslett anyways, when you're.
No, I'm not lying. I think you're speaking with it.
Oh, she got back on the phone.
Is he letting you represent him for an arraignment? I don't understand what's going on.
Your Honor, to expedite the matters, I would certainly represent him as the first appearance attorney for, make sure that he talks to an attorney and goes over his rights. And if he needs a court-appointed attorney, apply for one, and then, yes, argue on with the judge.
On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Lance Richmond 25-02158. Can I have your appearance?
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant for the purposes of arraignment only while he appears in person in the gallery, in the jury box, right?
Okay, Mr. Richmond, I have a felony complaint here. The allegations are that on or about February 4th, 2025 at South Martin Luther King Boulevard at West St. Joseph Street, Lansing, Michigan, 48915, that you allegedly committed the act in count 1, controlled substance possession of cocaine, heroin, or other narcotic less than 25 grams. It said that you did allegedly, and this is count 1 and count 2 the same, that you did allegedly, knowingly, or intentionally possess less than 25 grams of a mixture containing the controlled substance cocaine in count 1, and in count 2, controlled substance, other narcotic drug in Schedule 1 or 2, that being described in MCL 333.72121H, and that both count 1 and 2 are misdemeanors. I'm sorry, both are felonies. Maximum penalty 4 years and or $25,000 in fines each. You have count 3, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, alleging that on or about February 4th, 2025 at South Martin Luther King Boulevard, and West St. Joseph Street in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, that you did assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Bailey Uberoff, a police officer for the Lansing Police Department that the defendant knew or had reason to know was performing his duties contrary to MCL 750.81D1. That is a felony as well. The maximum penalty is 2 years and or $2,000 in fines. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under the law if the assault was committed in a place of confinement, and if under MCL 750.81D6 for another violation arising from the same transaction. There's an habitual offender fourth offense notice. It says, take notice that the defendant was previously convicted of 3 or more felonies or attempt to commit felonies, and that on or about August 13, 1997, he was convicted of the offense of home invasion, first degree in violation of MCL 750.110A2 in the 30th Circuit Court for Ingham County, and that on or about March 9, 2005, he was convicted of the offense of uttering and publishing in violation of MCL 750.249 in the 30th Circuit Court for Ingham County, and that on or about March 9, 2005. Again, he was convicted of the offense of controlled substance less than 25 grams in violation of MCL 333.74032A5 in the 30th Circuit Court for Ingham County, State of Michigan. And therefore, the defendant is subject to the penalties under MCL 769.12. That enhances the penalty of life if the primary offense has a sentence of 5 years or more, or 15 years or less if the primary offense has a maximum penalty of under 5 years. The maximum penalty cannot be less than the maximum term for the first conviction. You understand the counts read and the habitual offender notice, which enhances your sentence to maximum penalty of 15 years.
I do, Your Honor.
You have the right to be represented by counsel. Ms. Donnelly has stepped in to represent you today for the purposes of your arraignment. You have the right to have an attorney represent you at all of your court appearances, and if you're questioned by law enforcement. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you can make a request to have the public defender's office represent you at the expense of the public. You understand those
I do,
rights?
Your Honor.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say and anything you put in writing can be used against you. You have the right to plead guilty. You can plead not guilty, or you can stand mute. If you stand mute, the matter will go all the way to a jury trial. You are being charged with felony, so you have the right to have a preliminary examination, and you have the right to have that within 21 days of today's date, because this is the date that you're being arraigned. And you have to have the right to have that within 21 days unless you waive the 21 days. Sounds like that might happen next. Or if the court finds good cause to go beyond the 21 days. You're currently scheduled for probable cause conference.
August 7th at 8:30.
August 7th at 8:30. It's my case, correct? Yeah. Before me. And then you'll have a preliminary examination.
August 14th at 8:30.
August 14th at 8:30 in person at the court. We'll make sure you get a notice to appear. What's your home address?
That's my home address, 5402 Maple Ridge, apartment 4, Hazlet, Michigan, 48840. Lived there for 6 years.
Your phone number?
517. I am,
You say you are? Where?
I own my own business, Silver Business Services LLC.
Repeat that for me.
Silver Business Services LLC.
Okay, again, you have the right to take this matter to jury trial, the right to maintain your silence at jury trial, not have that be used against you. You are presumed innocent, and you have the right to have the prosecutor prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. The court's going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Bond conditions will be consistent with your other file. Bond is set at 5,000 personal reconnaissance. We are going to need you to go get fingerprinted on this today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And you're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol or drugs without a prescription. You're not to travel outside the state without prior approval of the court. You're not to possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind. You need to report to pretrial services within 48 hours.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, can I ask a question?
Yes.
I know you're not allowed to give me legal advice, so I'm gonna try to not direct you. How would I go about dealing with this? I would like to get my retainer back from Mr. White. Can you direct me to a number or any type of way I can go
Contact the
about
state bar if you have issues with getting your money back.
this? I didn't lie to you. I apologize about the confusion this morning, Your Honor.
If you, in the future though, you know you have a warrant, you turn yourself in on the warrant.
That I assume, I came, yes, Your Honor.
I told you last week, he's not filed any appearance on your behalf, and that you needed to turn yourself in. nonetheless, it's been addressed at this point. How are we dealing with this? Are we going to waive the 21 days on the first file so that he can retain counsel?
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Richmond? Also, Your Honor, before we go off the record on the other file, I don't think we specified whether he was going to request a public defender, because I was going to submit an application.
I didn't do that specifically because he said he was had already retained an attorney and that you were just appearing for this limited purpose, but you can find out from him now what the plan is.
Did Judge Simmons say anything about the warrant? I know she said next time you have a warrant, turn yourself in.
Thank you,
But-
Your Honor.
Did I miss it? I may have missed it. I don't think so, though. I mean, she said you're remanded on the warrant. She didn't say I'm recalling the bench warrant, though. She gave him a personal bond on this new case, but the case they had the warrant on, I haven't heard anything yet. I think he's still going to jail for that.
At this time, yes, we would like to adjourn the matter currently set for a preliminary exam today. If it's possible, can we set it for the preliminary exam that's set in the new file on the 14th? Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, the people have no objection.
Find good cause to go beyond the 21 days so that this exam can be rescheduled for August 14th. You still need to appear on your probable cause conference on the one that I just arranged you on. That's August 7th. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So what time? I didn't need time.
At 8:30 in the morning, we'll get you a notice to appear. Are you requesting the public defender to screen you to see if you can be represented?
At this time, yes, Your Honor.
I will get him a notice to appear. Any additional matters for today's record?
Nothing on behalf of the people.
Nothing for people. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's it. I still don't think she addressed the warrant. All right, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Did I miss it? Anyways, 2 fun cases. We got liars being called out. Judge is not happy. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciated it. I appreciate it. If you liked it, please hit that like button. I really need to find a new word. I can't keep saying you're awesome and I appreciate it. I've been saying this for weeks. Still haven't looked up a new word. They just roll off the tongue so easily. All right, you guys are awesome. Until next time, bye.
You're welcome.
I received back the what, so I get your feeling.